With the release of the new Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon demo, we learned a ton about the game that we really weren't supposed to. Now this happened back in OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire, and we were hoping that Game Freak would be a little bit more safer this time along the lines of a demo coming out, and not allow so much data mining to happen, but yeah, it happened again. With all the data mining that did happen with the new demo, we learned a ton about the game, including what apparently is the entire Pokedex for the Generation 7 of Pokemon. So I couldn't resist myself being a YouTuber and on the internet 24/7 to come across all these spoilers of the new Pokemon games. And from what I saw, for the most part, I loved so much of it. There are so many cool new Pokemon coming to us later this November. So I thought it would be a pretty fun video to put my thoughts to the top 10 favorite new Pokemon coming to us in Generation 7. And yes, yet again, this is my opinion, and the internet loves to disagree with opinions, which is completely okay. Just be sure to comment below what favorite new Pokemon you can't wait to have on your team. Also, do note that there are going to be no Alola form type Pokemon on this list, as well as no Ultra Beast, because I believe those Pokemon can have lists of their own. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and share it with a friend. With that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Number 10, Rockruff. The reason this Pokemon is on this list is pretty simple. I love dogs, and the fact that there's another dog Pokemon that is rock type in this game is truly awesome. And just look at him, he's so adorable. But seriously, when I first saw this Pokemon, I was sure it was going to be the usual, give him the normal type, he's not really used, hey, he's just in the game to look cute. But they gave him a rock type, and 2 evolutions for that matter, and I absolutely love this Pokemon. Now to me, he doesn't exactly look like a rock type Pokemon, maybe because he's not made out of rocks like, you know, usual Pokemon of Geodude and Onix, but who freaking cares? He looks adorable. It's really cool to have a dog rock type Pokemon in the game with 2 different evolution lines. I am definitely using this Pokemon. Number 9, Salonen. We have long awaited for a Pokemon to be fire and poison type, and this guy fits it so perfectly. This little mischievous salamander with a bandit on his head, and not to mention they recently data mined his evolution, and I really liked it as well. Since I am planning to start off with Rowlet as my starter, I really need a fire type Pokemon, and this guy is calling my name for sure. I'm definitely going to be using him on my team, plus having the poison against Fairy would be amazing to have. His typing is cool and everything, but the main reason this Pokemon is on my list is just his design. I absolutely love his design. Number 8, Kamala. Now, I have been wanting a koala-type Pokemon for a very long time now. I even mentioned it in my top 10 new Pokemon that I would like to see in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. So the fact that they actually put it in here is really awesome. Now, the only thing I'm not a really big fan of is his typing. His typing is normal. I was hoping more of maybe like a grass type, but I'll have to deal with it. After all this data mining that we have seen in the demo, I still haven't seen anything on Kamala's evolution line. So I don't know if it doesn't have an evolution or something, if we're really still doing that. Poor Farfetch'd. But I was hoping maybe an evolution from him would change his typing, but if not, I'll deal with it. I do like his ability Comatose, which prevents all status except sleep, which I think really fits a koala. Nevertheless, I still really like this Pokemon. Number 7, Mudsdale. Now, this isn't anything new to us. We've had horse-type Pokemon in the past, like Rapidash, as well as like Zebra Striker and stuff like that for zebras and stuff. But this one I actually prefer the most. I really like its typing of ground type. Not only his typing being ground type, but if you guys have not seen this yet, he is 8 foot tall, but he weighs 2,000 plus pounds. That is insane, and it makes a lot of sense why he would have a ton of power in those legs being ground type. Plus its 2 possible abilities of Own Tempo, which prevents confusion, which if you're not new to my channel, you know I hate being confused so freaking much. And Stamina, which allows its defense to be increased by 1 each time it's hit, so both of those are really cool. This Pokemon is just really awesome for me. I really like having a ground type Pokemon on my team, and this guy is definitely making the cut. And not to mention, it somehow comes from a donkey. I don't really understand that, but hey, it's adorable. Number 6, Rainguru. Now, if you can't tell already, I like me some goofy-type Pokemon, and this one is my favorite of Generation 7. Don't get me wrong, I do like Passimian, but I plan on doing a Nuzlocke of Moon, and I like that it's normal and Psychic-type, because I'm not really a big fan of Girafarig. Whenever a new Pokemon game is actually released, I play through it several different times so I can use several different teams, so eventually I'm gonna use all of these Pokemon on a team. But this guy, I plan on using on my first run. Having that Psychic type on my team and only being weak to Dark and Bug is really amazing. Not to mention he's just giant orangutan goofy looking guy. That is definitely gonna be nicknamed King Louie. If you can tell me why, I'll give you a cookie. Or a banana, that's more fitting. Number 5. Toucan Sam. Or whatever this guy's name is, but yeah. We did it!
We did it! We did it! Yay!
The cereal that I have been eating my entire life made it into a Pokemon game. Like I said, from the recent data mining in the demo, come on, Game Freak, you can't protect us from spoilers. All the Pokemon were announced. Now, I knew about Pikipek, but I had no idea that it would evolve into something like this. Toucan Sam is now in the game. Now, that's pretty much it. That's about the only reason I really want to use this guy. I just want to name him Toucan Sam, and that's it. Okay, next one. Number 4. Vikavolt. Now I'm pretty much done with all the goofy type Pokemon. It's time to get to the top ones, the ones that really have impressed me over the last months, the ones that I really love and will most definitely use on my first playthrough. Now for Vikavolt, first thing I love is its design. I think it is incredible, and then plus that, I love the electric bug type. Now I know we kind of already had one, Galvantula, but you know, I hate spiders. I cannot stand them, and for a tarantula, for that matter, is my least favorite. So yeah, I'm not just the biggest fan of that Pokemon, so it lost my interest. But then this one completely recaptivated it, and I love this Pokemon. Another thing that I really do like about this Pokemon is the fact that it seems like one of the bugs that you can get early in the game, Weedle, Caterpie, and stuff like that. So the fact that I can maybe catch this Pokemon early on in the game and use him throughout the playthrough is awesome. Number 3. Taboo Cocoa. Taboo Cocoa is one of the earliest Pokemon that I ever saw revealed for Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, and I immediately fell in love with it. The way they presented him and the fact that he's electric and fairy type, it makes it really hard because I don't know which one to choose between Vikavolt and Taboo Cocoa. And for his design is one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon design out of all 7 generations. It was really hard to not make him even higher up on my list, but these top 3 Pokemon are all so close, if not even, but I absolutely love this Pokemon. Number 2. Silvally. When we first saw Type Null, I did like that Pokemon. It was interesting and there was something mysterious about it, and I liked that about it, but it wasn't my absolute favorite that I've seen so far. So I really wasn't expecting too much from an evolution from him. But after the recent announcement of the unmasking of Type Null, the evolution into Silvally had a different impact on me. First off, I love his looks. It reminds me of a griffin. I know it's not necessarily a griffin, but it does remind me of it, and a griffin was on my top 10 wanted Pokemon list. And then there is his ability, the RKS system, which allows him to change his type and color due to the item held. Guessing the lore behind that, I don't really know until the game comes out, obviously, but it seems like a man-made god, a man-made Arceus, which is really cool. It's like the cliche man trying to play god role, and the fact that that is made into a Pokemon is really cool. I can't wait to see the lore behind this Pokemon. And for number 1, Marshadow. Marshadow is an adorable, tiny little legendary. Now, I don't know if he's a pre-evolution to another Pokemon, because apparently in Generation 7, there are pre-evolutions to Solgaleo and Lunala. But whatever he is, I don't care. This is purely just based on looks. I love this Pokemon's design, and I cannot wait to see if it's maybe just an evolution to him, or if he's just an overpowered little legendary himself, which is actually what I would prefer. This little guy is making his way into my heart to becoming one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. We don't have a lot of information on him, but based on his looks, this is probably one of, if not my favorite legendary. Thank you guys so much for watching my top 10 favorite new Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. If you did enjoy, be sure to smack that like button. If you made it this far into the video and you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the United family today. You guys can check out more Let's Plays, Nuzlocks, and top 10s on my channel. You guys can also follow me on social medias at UnitedGamer101, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. You guys can actually Snapchat me and I'll snap you back. But as always guys, this is not just a channel, it is a family, and hope to see you in another Pokemon video on my channel.